Hello and welcome everyone. If you can see me and hear me, please drop me a 777 in the chat box and we'll make a start shortly. Let me just mute everyone while you're doing that. Just bear with me. Okay, brilliant. Great to have you all on the call today. And please also let me know where you are all from. Okay, as always, we have Italy in the house. Welcome, Italy. Welcome, Manchester. Welcome, Wolverhampton, Leeds. Denmark. Wow, we have Denmark in the house today. Welcome, Mirabel from Denmark. Leicestershire. Welcome, Karen. Welcome, Madupe from Lancaster. Again, Italy. Welcome, Cameroon. Great to have you all on the call. My name's Dr. Jav. Again, today is let me just make sure I've got the right date, 30th of November. Does anybody know what's happening tomorrow? Leicester is in the house. Okay, tomorrow is the 1st of December. So if you don't know, tomorrow is the 1st of December. Rubelin, welcome from Wales. New month, Madupe. Yes, definitely. Tomorrow is the 1st of December, last month of the year for those of you that don't know. And definitely now is the time to be winding up. Many people who are working in jobs all over the world tend to wind down in December. But in this business, we do the reverse of that. We do the exact contrast to that, which means that we're winding up because we know that whatever we do for these last few days of this year will dictate where we are in January, February, March, and going forward in 2021. Before you know it, it will be 2021. My question to you is, are you ready for 2021? If you're ready for 2021, please give me some fire emojis in the chat box. Are you ready for 2021? Because 2020 was an amazing year for all of us. 2020 was amazing. Personally, in my team, people I'm working with on a daily basis, many of them hit their goals multiple folds. 2021 is going to be even better and bigger for you. It's going to be an amazing year of amazing abundance and growth. Trust me, do the work now, and 2021 is going to be a great year. What are you doing for the last month of this year to get you in the right place and right frame of mind for 2021? Now, the reason for this call today is recently I put a poll to my leaders. I asked them questions, what do you need the most help with? And I looked at all the answers I got via private message, and I sort of bundled them up into 3 major questions. So today I'm going to answer those 3 major questions, things that people might be struggling with, things that people, need a bit of help with. So I'll answer those 3 questions. And also we've got some social media trainings today from the amazing Mandeep. So first thing I'll do is I think I made a slide somewhere. So let me see if I can find my slides, and then I'll make a start. And again, if you have any questions during this presentation, please feel free to shout out. So the more questions we get, the better for me and you. So one of the first questions I had was, how do we cold call? So historically, many people on this call today have been through the traditional route. So when I say traditional route, I'm talking about you've gone to school, you've got an education. Many of you may have gone to university and then got a job. So many people on this call today have been through the traditional route and have become employees. Now, employees by their nature do not like to cold call or do not like to sell themselves. Now, what you should know is that in business, you are selling yourself every single day. Even when you're going for your job, you create a CV, you go for the interview, you're selling yourself. So you are to some extent used to selling yourself and or your products and services. The only difference between this and your job is that you are now selling your own services and products as opposed to that or those of your company or business, which basically means that you get to keep a bulk of the profit. When you're working in a job, any selling that you do, most of that profit will go to the employer. Certainly when I was a consultant and working in the city, I'd say probably 90% of my revenue that I created went to the employer, and I kept around 10%, if even that. And that is the case for many, many employees around the world. Now, when it comes to cold calling, obviously it depends on where you've got the lead from. So it could have been social media. I'm not going to talk about social media in any great depth during my 3 slides here, because we have the amazing Mandeep who will be covering this. But when it comes to social media, the most important thing is to engage with your audience. So again, it's quite interesting. I'll keep getting the same question over and over again. What do I say to the person I'm speaking to, or the prospect via social media? And my answer is just say hello. Hi, how's it going? How's business? Great profile. Like a few of their pictures. If you want on Instagram or Facebook, like their posts and just engage with them. Engagement is key. So again, that's all I'm going to say when it comes to social media, because I know Mandeep will cover that in more depth later on during this presentation. Now, when you're speaking to people on the phone, when you're making a cold call, this person may have come to you via social media, this person may have come to you from the internet, or could be a friend of a friend or a friend. When you're speaking to someone over the phone, here's one of the scripts that I use. This is my own personal script that I've made up myself, and to be honest, I am quite successful using this script. And as with many things, you might do things differently to me or to Mandeep, but what you'll find is that over a period of time, you'll get used to the way you make your cold calls. So what I tend to do is, I'd say, if I'm ringing someone, I've got a number from somewhere, social media, for example, or the internet, I would say, hi, John. Hi, Susan. This is Dr. Jav from Forex International. Give your company a name. Obviously, if you just say, hi, this is Dr. Jav, they don't know who you are, or they may have forgotten who you are. So always give it some, apply a company name to it. I mean, this is what I do personally, and it definitely works. Hi, John. Hi, Sarah. This is Dr. Jav from Forex International. The reason I'm calling you today is to invite you to our exclusive training call on Friday. The reason I'm calling you today is to invite you to our exclusive training on whatever date it is. Now, again, just make a note of this. I always use the first name. So I always make a call to someone if I have their first name. If I only have a number, I will not make a cold call on that number, because it's very, very important that you are relatable to that person. So always use the first name. I tend not to use the surname. So it's all, hi, John, hi, Jack, hi, Sarah. I very rarely use the surname. This is Dr. Jav from Forex International. The reason I'm calling you today is to invite you to our exclusive training on such and such a date. I never try and close on the first conversation, certainly on a cold call, because it won't happen. The first conversation you have with someone you've never spoken to before is very, very unlikely that you will be able to convert that person. I think 1 out of probably 100+ people I've managed to convert that way. So always, you need to invite them to the next thing, whether it's a webinar, whether it's a one-to-one online meeting via Zoom, or whether it's a face-to-face. The reason for the call is to invite them to the next thing. Just bear that in mind. The reason that you're calling this person is to invite them. As a business owner within this business, you need to become an expert at inviting people. So don't try and explain the whole program to them on the first call. It's not going to happen. If you ring the person and say to them, hi, this is so-and-so, here's what we do, we're Forex traders, it costs $235 to get started, it's a little bit difficult in the beginning, but once you've done it a few times, it'll become easy. We also do e-commerce. It's too much information. The first conversation you have shouldn't be longer than, I'd say, about 3 or 4 minutes, about 5 minutes maximum. Hi, this is Dr. Jav from Forex International. The reason I'm calling you today is to invite you to our exclusive training on Friday, the 1st of December, whatever that date is, although it's supposed to December tomorrow, but ignore that. But basically, yeah, you're inviting them to the next conversation you're going to have with them. Or you can invite them to a training call that your mentor is doing. So someone who's a 7-figure earner within this business, it really, really helps. Invite them to an exclusive, invite-only training call with your mentor who is a 7-figure earner within this business. Once you've invited them to the call, make sure they attend the call. So as always, you don't just send them one text message. What I tend to do is I will send a message a day before, 3 hours before, 1 hour before, 10 minutes before, and even once the call is live. So you have to keep reminding them that the call is taking place. Otherwise, it's human tendency to forget. People will forget, trust me. You need to invite them and then remind them over and over and over again. And once they've been on the call, you have to follow up. There are so many people in this business who I work with who don't follow people up. If you don't follow people up, they will not convert. How do you expect someone to convert if you don't follow up with them? You may get one person out of 100 or 2 people out of 100 that may convert purely on the back of a webinar. However, if you don't follow them up, they will not convert. So please make sure that you do follow up with your prospects once they have attended the training call, because the fortune is in the follow-up. Please write that down. The fortune is in the follow-up. Now, again, in my particular case, I tend to do most of the presentations myself. But if you've recently joined the business, my recommendation to you is to invite them to a call that is being run by your mentor. So always invite them to a call or a conversation where your mentor is involved as well. And as you get more and more proficient at doing the presentation yourself, then obviously you can do that bit as well. Now, the second question I had, and I've had this over and over again, what's the most efficient way to close a sale or to close a lead? What is the most efficient way to close a lead? Now, we discussed this on our call last week as well, but again, this is what I tend to do. So what you'll find is that many of the leaders have their own way of closing sales. I found this to work really, really well, and it's basically 6 questions that I ask. Again, if you don't have a pen and paper with you, please get yourself a pen and paper, because note takers are money makers. After the presentation, after the webinar, whether it's a one-to-one or a group setting, my first question is not, how was it for you? How do you feel? I always ask, what did you like best? What did you like best about the presentation? If I say, how was it for you? They'll come back and say, it was okay. You don't want to ask them a closed question. It has to be an open question, because you're inviting a discussion. What did you like best about what you just heard? Very, very important. What did you like best? And this is forcing them to come up with, things that they like best about the presentation. Let me give you some examples. I think the presentation I did last week or a couple of weeks ago, I asked that question to my prospects then, and I said, what did you like best? And they said, well, I like the testimonial by so-and-so. I like how you can, work from anywhere in the world. I like how you can earn A, B, or C. And when they respond with these answers to you, you can play on those. So you can say, okay, so you like this testimonial. What did you like about the testimonial? Do you want to be the next testimonial? This is how you can get there. So always ask them, what did you like best? On a scale of 1 to 10, how close are you to getting started with us? On a scale of 1 to 10, how close are you to signing up with us today, or registering with us today, or starting? On a scale of 1 to 10, how close are you to start trading with us today? And they will give you a number. And if I'm right in thinking, when I ask this question, very, very few people give me a number that's less than 5. I generally get 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10. If someone comes back to you with an 8, 9, or 10, you know that you can convert that person on that call there and then. If someone says, on a scale of 1 to 10, how ready are you to get started? And they say 8, 9, or 10, you should be able to close them on that call. 9 times out of 10, you'll be able to close them. If they come back to you with a 3 or 4, you know that it's going to take a lot more work. So generally, on a scale of 1 to 10, how close are you to signing up today, or can you get registered today? If someone says to you 8 or 7 or 6, excuse me, you'll say to them, how can we make that into a 10? What's missing? Why are you a 7 today? What don't you understand? And they'll come back to you and say, look, I don't think I've got the time to get started. That's why it's an 8. Otherwise, it would be a 10. So I respond to that by saying that when I started, I was running other businesses and I only had 10 to 15 minutes a day to learn how to trade. When I started, I was very, very busy. I did not have much time. Surely you've got an extra 10 minutes a day when you can do this. You can listen to some of the webinars while you're driving. You can do many, many things. Anyone can find 10 minutes during the day. So depending on what question they give you, or what the barrier to entry is, you can respond to that when you ask them the question on a scale of 1 to 10. Henceforth, you can respond to that positively, and henceforth, or therefore, you can then close them within that same conversation. Obviously, like I said earlier, if someone's a 3, 4, 5, or if someone's a 1, you can forget about them generally. And then if someone's a 1, 2, or 3, I will generally continue to try and engage with them on a monthly basis. I may send them a message on WhatsApp once a month, and generally what I found is that 1s, 2s, and 3s may convert, but it could take 6 months, 12 months. Anything beyond 5, they can potentially convert within a month or 2 months. Anything higher than 7, you can convert them on that very much call. How much money are you looking to make from forex trading? How much money are you looking to make from this opportunity? So if someone says to you, you know, I'm looking to make £100,000 a month within 2 days, you know it's not going to work. But generally, most people are conservative in their estimates. When I say how much money are you looking to make from this opportunity, I think the most answers I tend to get are anywhere from £500 to maybe £2,000 or £3,000 a month. The average income in the UK net is £1,800 a month. So employees are used to those kinds of wages. So the general answer you will get is generally around £1,800, which is what I found, because that is what people are familiar with. So people will say to you, I want to make a couple of grand a month, and then you ask them, how many hours are you willing to put into the business to make your £2,000 a month? And generally the answer is half an hour, 1 hour, or maybe a couple of hours a day. And then you say to them, how long are you willing to spend on this before you hit that 2 grand a month? And people will generally say 3 months, 6 months, or a year. As long as I can hit 2 grand a month within 6 to 9 months of today, I'm happy. Your response to that would be, if I can show you how you can make £2,000 a month, 9 months from today, spending half an hour a day, would you be interested in this business, or can you get started today? When you phrase your conversation like I've just shown you, very few people will say no. And generally, you'll find that the ones that do say no, you'll be able to convert them on a later call, which is why engagement is so important. So these are the 6 questions I tend to ask. I don't tend to beat around the bush so much. If I have a really difficult potential customer, I may bring my mentor onto the call, but generally I close people myself via those 6 questions or a derivative of those 6 questions. Again, in the beginning, the first time you do this, you might find it a little bit difficult. Second time might be difficult, but once you've done it a few times, like the presentation, you get better at it, and definitely you'll find yourself closing more people. These questions are very powerful. Make sure you use them during your conversation with your prospect. Now, the last question, or rather, I had many questions around how do we retain customers? Okay, so someone's joined the business. How do we make sure that they stay within the business? Because obviously there's a natural churn rate in any business. People stay, people go. But in your particular case, you want to retain as many customers as possible. The easiest and quickest way to retain customers is for you to help them make money. So going back to what I said before, you've gone through all of this and you've just told your prospect that you will help them make £2,000 a month, 9 months from today. If after 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, they're not making any money, chances are they will probably want to leave. Okay, so your job as the leader is to ensure that your customer, who's the prospect that is now a customer, is making money as soon as possible. Every single person needs a 90-day game plan. You won't make £1 million after 30 days. It's just not possible. 90 days is the magic number. Whenever you're prospecting to people, always say to them, we need a 90-day game plan to ensure that you hit your targets. Within 90 days, people can start making some decent returns from trading. Within 90 days, people can jump up ranks as well, so they are making money. If the prospect or customer has the mentality, because they think that you've said to them, you're going to start making money after 2 weeks, and then they don't, they will leave. So always feed into them that 90 days is the magic number. After 90 days, you will certainly be making some profit within this business, either via trading or through building the business, or both of them. So always have a 90-day game plan with your customers from the outset. Give them a good launch. The launch is everything. A good launch, a 90-day game plan, and guide them on how they can hit the first rank. It's only 3 people to hit the first rank. You can get those 3 people from your warm list. You can get those 3 people from your existing people on your in your phone book, or on your mobile phone. It can be family members. Mandeep's whole family is in this business. It took her probably a couple of days to do that, so it's not hard to hit the first rank. If your customer can hit the first rank, they are already making money. When your customers are making money, they will not want to leave. If your customer only wants to trade, which is what many people say, I'm only interested in trading because they don't understand the business element of this opportunity. If that is the case, then teach them how to trade. You don't have to personally teach them how to trade. What you have to do is become very much like when you invite them to the first webinar, you have to become an amazing inviter. You have to ensure that they are attending as many calls as possible, because the more training calls they attend, the better they will get at trading. You cannot become a trader after 30 days. However, there's no reason why you cannot learn one strategy within 30 days by watching the calls over and over and over again. So your job is to make sure your people, your family, your team is attending the call. And as always, success loves speed. The quicker you can get your members to rank up, the quicker you can get your members to make money from trading, the better it is for them and their business, and also your business as well. So success loves speed. You have to move fast, because if you don't move fast, what you'll find is that you'll have a natural churn within your business and people will start moving out. You have to maintain momentum all the time, because momentum is key within this business. Your team will do what you do, not what you say. Bear that in mind. You need to set an example to your team, and you have to be the momentum in your business over and over and over again. And an easy way to do this is to make sure that you are posting in your groups daily. Every single day, a minimum, I'd say 3 to 5 times a day. If you are a leader on this call and you're not posting 3 to 5 times a day, then you are asking for trouble. 3 to 5 times a day as a minimum, because your team wants to see you or your activity every single day, because they are seeing you as an example. You have set yourself as an example for your team, so you need to make sure you're posting every single day. And again, do a self video well, if you can do it every day, great. If you can't, at least I would say 3 videos a day within your WhatsApp groups or your Telegram groups, because that's what your team wants to see. The more your team sees of you, the more likely they are to succeed, because they will copy what you are doing. So if you are a certain rank, P1000, 2000, whatever your rank is, and you want your teams to hit the same rank, they need to be doing what you are doing. Lead by example. And again, the videos, the text messages you're putting in your groups, copy them onto your social media channels as well. And that content you can regurgitate around and around, every single day throughout the week. And that's how you create momentum in the business. Try and do live calls on Instagram, Facebook. I think you have them on LinkedIn as well. Yes. So try and do live calls on those channels. So whatever you're training your teams, try and get onto live calls, and you'll find yourself getting a wider reach, and more people will see what you are doing. Now, those are the 3 questions that we had, the most popular 3 questions that came through via my poll. So I hope I've answered those questions for you. But again, treat this as a business and not a hobby. The danger is that many people treat this as a hobby and not a business. Treat it as a hobby and you'll only ever get hobby profits. Treat it as a business and you'll find that it will turn your life around, your family's life around, and also your friends as well. It's an amazing business opportunity. Don't miss out on this. There's only 30 days left, or 31 days left till the end of the year. Tomorrow is the first day of the last month of the year. Let's make it happen. Let's go big. Mandeep, are you on the call? One second. Mandeep has magically, let me just turn Mandeep on. She's unco-hosted herself, so just bear with me. So I think it must have been something I said. So just bear with me. Let's find Mandeep. Okay, Mandeep. So Mandeep, are you on the call?
Yes, Dr. Jav, I'm here. How are you doing?
I am awesome, Mandeep. What's going down? I see you've unco-hosted yourself again.
Oh yeah, sorry. Do you know what? I was trying to log in and I had to restart my computer and it all got really sort of crazy on this end. And so I'm here now. It's all good. But thank you very much. Ladies and gents, let's give it back to Dr. Jav. Let's put some number ones, some fire emojis in that chat box just to show our appreciation. He's basically shown you how to handle, I don't know if my lighting's good, but how to basically look at handling objections, and that was really good. I took loads of notes myself, and that was really amazing actually. So Dr. Jav, as always, thank you very much for that. So in the next sort of 15-20 minutes or so, ladies and gents, what I want to be sharing with you is how to create presence on your social media as well as prospecting people. Okay, because oh, thanks, Jav. The key thing is that a lot of the times, you know, maybe we're sending messages on social media, we've exhausted our warm list, so of course social media is great, but sometimes we're not really getting the response that we want, and people are thinking, well, Mandy, Dr. Jav, I'm sending out 20 messages a day, I'm sending out 30 messages a day, 50 messages a day. Why am I not getting a response? Now, before I share my screen, there's a couple of things that I just want to go through that I want you to write down. Number one, your presence on social media is everything. Write that word down, presence, because do you know what? You will attract the people that you yourself are. You will attract the people that you are. I've been on, you know, some people's profiles. If we do have time, I will look at some profiles, other people's. But the key thing is that when you're not getting a response regularly from other people, other prospects on social media, you want to have a look at your own social media and have a look at what it looks like. Does it look inspiring? Are you posting enough? I mean, I totally agree with what Dr. Jav said just then. We have to post regularly. And I would say, forget 5 times a day, I would say 10 times a day minimum. 10 times a day minimum. Of course, if you're a leader, 10 times a day, no negotiation on that. You want to be posting on your story if you're using Instagram. And if you're new to this platform and new to Instagram, then start off with 5 stories a day. Your presence, ladies and gents, will basically help you to become that magnet for other people. Let me give you my example. When someone messages me and they say, hey, Mandy, would be great to connect. You know what the first thing I do is? I have a look at, who is this person? Who are they? What can they contribute to me? Like, what can they contribute to my business? Because I see myself as a CEO. So it's almost like, is this person going to fit in my organization? What can they bring to the table? Who are they? Are they someone inspirational? So now let's flip it on the other side. How does your profile look? Do you look like an inspiring person? Do you look like someone who other people want to do business with? Do you look like someone that people would look up to? Let me ask you something. Do you look up to you? Because if the answer is no to all of the questions, we've got some serious work to do, ladies and gents. Some serious work. Because remember, like attracts like. It's all to do with energies and vibrations, and the secret, trust me on this one, the law of attraction and the secret and energies and frequencies, it applies to everything. It applies to everything, including your social media. So if you're posting once a day and there's nothing interesting in your story, you haven't got your face on there, it's literally all quotes, or maybe you've put pictures of, you know, team calls and nothing about you, that's not going to get you much. So you have to really look at your profile and see what a good profile looks like. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to share my screen. Oh, hang on a second, let me just enable the share. So I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to show you exactly what this looks like. Okay, so 3, 2, 1, voila. Let's go. Okay, so hopefully you can all see my screen, and you can all see and well, you can see me and also see my screen as well. So the first thing I'm going to look at is I'm going to have a look at Instagram. So maybe this is a platform that some of you use, maybe not, I don't know. I think Instagram is a very good way to get people into the business. So the first thing I want to show you, ladies and gents, is my profile. And why do I do that? It's because I want to show you how Instagram started off for me, and I probably wasn't getting as many people, but then as I grew my profile and my followers over time, things also started to improve. So if we go all the way down, right, I want you to have a look at this space here, all of this space. Now, what is the number one thing you notice at this point of the profile? Can you put it in the chat box? What is missing on this profile? What is missing on my profile? Can someone put it in the chat box, please? What's missing? What's missing? Come on, it's not that difficult. Exactly, personal photos. And let me it's funny, maybe some of you might be able to relate to this, but I was actually quite nervous about putting my face on social media. I was thinking, what if someone sees me or judges me or something happens? And Dr. Jav, of course, you're missing there as well. So yep, 100%. But basically, I just put quotes. So if someone looked at my profile, they're going to think, well, Mandy, you're very inspiring and it looks great, but who are you? Who are you? And then you'll notice that my face suddenly appears, right? So me and Rajan, this is my younger brother, by the way. That's the first picture that I put up. And you can actually see as my confidence starts to grow, that's David and Minitier, our $1 million a day earner. So obviously myself and Rajan, I think Dr. Jav was there as well. But as the profile grows, my face starts to show up more and more and more as we go up the page. So the key thing is that you want to advertise yourself as much as possible, to the point where, look at this now. I've got pictures, I've got videos, put up videos. You want to put up videos. You want to put up pictures of yourself. You want to put up quotes. You want to put up something that you're doing. Maybe you're reading or sorting out women empowerment. I run women empowerment calls every few weeks on a Friday. I'm going to post those as well. Yeah. So that's really important. So the first thing is your storyboard must be attractive. And when I say attractive, I mean inspirational and photos of yourself. Try to get nice photos, not blurry. Okay, not blurry photos. If you put a blurry photo up, do you know what it says about you? You don't care. You don't care enough to post something that looks aesthetically pleasing. So why should someone bother investing in you if you can't invest in yourself to take a nice quality picture? Step number 2, your stories. Your stories, ladies and gents, should be lit. And let me tell you something. I post more than 10 times a day. This was from yesterday. I was reading a book. Then I plugged into Paloma's call. Then I put up one of the quotes that she said. I actually met this lady, the $100,000 a month earner last year. So I put a picture of her to say thank you, and so on and so forth. So if I just quickly go through my profile, every morning I start off with a quote of the day of the week, and also a little title or a quote or something. So today's was grateful. Now look what happens. I'm teaching Web Analyzer, a quote. Then I went to the park to do some jogging. So I'll put that up. A quote. Then I'm doing a call with one of my other leaders this Thursday. Next. Then I did a video with Rajan. That got posted up. Next. Then we did ECC 11. Next. Then we caught profits. Next. Then we caught even more profits. I hope you all made money today on my sessions, by the way. Some people are tagging me. Okay, next. Another quote. Next. Another one. Another one. So can you see I'm constantly posting things? And what you want to ensure, ladies and gents, is that you're using hashtags. Can you see right there? I put hashtag millionaire mindset. Okay, hashtag earn online. There's always some kind of hashtags or something that I'm putting in there. Sometimes I actually put them really small. But what you want to commit to, ladies and gents, is making sure you're using tags in your profile and posting on your storyboard at least twice a week or once a week, and on your story 5 to 10 times a day. I really hope you're writing this down, because I'm going through this quite quickly. I haven't got like a formal presentation prepared, so I'm literally just doing this off the cuff. So that's your personal profile. Again, you want to have a lot of presence. Point number 2, how do I prospect people? Well, if I click on the search tab here, the hashtag is one of the most famous ways that you can actually find people. So the most famous one is network marketing. Okay, here at the top, if I click network marketing, 7.3 million posts of networkers worldwide. This is awesome way to get leaders and networkers into your business. Let me click on this one. Miss Blanco. Okay, let's have a look. So she's from Sicily, Italy. I think I might have already, yeah, see, look, sometimes you do get that where people don't really reply to you, which is fine, no problem. But I'm trying to look for someone that I've not really, okay, look at this. Let's have a look at the translation. Networker, build leaders. The first thing we want to make sure is that this person is not part of the business, as in part of IM. I quite like that. Okay. Okay, perfect. So it doesn't look like she's part of the business, which is fine. She's quite a big influencer. But you know what? Let's message her. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to compliment her, just send her a quick message. And also to show that I like her page, I'm actually going to like a few of her photos, right? So she can see that I clearly have an interest in her page. Let's have a look at something else. What else do we have? Valentina, I know her. She's connected with me. That's fine. Who else do we have? What about this lady? Big influencer, already following her. So you can see I'm very active on this. So probably a lot of these people I've actually followed. Okay, what about this? Weekly results. Don't be afraid to start over. Let's just make sure she's not part of IM. So always just click on the following and the followers just to make sure that they're not part of IM. She looks like a very, very nice lady. She's all the way from Milan. How do you fancy building a team in Milan? Let's just like a few of her pictures. I'm going to follow her. Now, this is quite crazy what I've done here. Okay, I want you to look at this. Someone is saying they can't see my screen. Can you not see my screen? Hello? Can you not see my screen? Or can you? If you can see my screen, put number 1 in the chat box, please. Okay, that's fine. So Takia, you need to, I don't know, restart your computer or something, okay? So basically, look at this, what I've done here in my notes page. I've actually got like pre-prepared notes, pre-prepared scripts, okay? So look at this. I think I'm going to copy and paste this script here. Can you see what I've written here? Hi, Queen. My name is Mandeep from the UK. Love your profile. Saw it in one of the hashtag women's pages. Would be great to connect. How's your 2020? I'm going to copy that script and I'm going to paste it into here. Okay. Now, sometimes I don't put Queen. I actually put their name so it looks a bit personal. So Aveline. There we go. Job done. That's it. That's that done. Okay, that's literally done. So that's perfect, amazing. So can you see how simple that was? Literally hashtag network marketing, clicked on a few people. And what you want to do, you want to send between 30 to 50 messages every single day. Okay, every single day. If I put in here 30 to 50 messages daily on social media. And by the way, you know, you can use Facebook, you can use LinkedIn, you can use anything you want. Now, let me show you something else. You can actually approach people in companies as well. So, I mean, you've got hashtag networker. If I just put in network, look at this: networking, network marketing, network tier, network marketing. So can you see there's all these hashtags like, look, networkers, networking event, network marketing tips. Look at all these people and posts that you can approach. All you've got to do is you've got to click on any one of these. Okay, say if you clicked on someone's post, look at this. Can you see what I'm showing you right here? It says liked by Boss Babe and 238 others, right? So what you want to see, what you want to go to is, okay, what you want to go to, I'm just going to privatize the chat box because I think it's, oh, there we go. So what you want to do is you want to click on 238 people and you want to scroll down and look at all these people that you can approach, ladies and gents. Look at all these people that you can approach to help you start building the business. And let me show you something else. If I click on comments, view all 21 comments, look at all these people that you can start approaching. Oh my God, look at this. Look, just clicked on this one. Where's she gone? Amanda Stanley, helping mums to create income while finding true, authentic selves and building a legacy. She looks amazing. So I'm going to like a few of her pictures and her videos. I'm going to click on follow. I'm going to click on message. And voila, what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy and paste that message from earlier. Hi, Amanda. My name is Mandy from the UK, blah, blah, blah. All done. See, I literally just went on a comment. You got to look at the quality of the profile as well. If it looks like spam, don't bother approaching it. Do they look like what you want in your business is what you've got to ask yourself. Do they look like a leader that I want to attract in my business? If the answer is yes, message them. If the answer is no, you've got like millions of other people to look at. Now, the other thing I want to show you is that if I just if I click on any network marketing companies, for example, okay, let's have a look at Amway, for example. That's a big network marketing company. Yeah. So Amway, again, you can do this with Amway. You can do this with, you know, oh, there's so many different companies out there. Can't think of any names right now, but it's fine. So if you Google top 10 network marketing companies, then you can get a lot of people there. So look at this. I think this is Russian. Eco-friendly products, vitamins, all the way from the USA. Halal, beauty, purity, Amway. Oh my God, I'm loving this. Okay, let's like this, this. Let's like this. And then let's follow this lady. Now, I don't really know what her name is, so I can't really say her name. But look at that. Hi, Queen. My name is Mandeep. Again, job done. Let's have a look at another person. Looks like I'm already following her. A lot of these people, I think I'm pretty much following a lot of these people, but you can literally, there's so many people on here that you can approach. It is literally crazy. Okay, look at this. She obviously does Amway. She's just got a PhD. It says find your why. I mean, that is amazing. We always talk about having your why, don't we? So if I click on her story, I can see what she's all about. Perfect. She looks good. So again, I'm going to like a few of her pictures like this. Yeah. And then I'm going to follow her, click follow, and then message her. Hi. Right. Literally in the last 10 minutes, I know I've done it a bit slowly, or maybe I've done it quickly, but I've sent out 3 messages just by Googling, just by searching for hashtag network marketing, hashtag Amway. Literally, the world is your oyster. You can literally do, search so much. Women in business, for those people who are mums on the call, look at this hashtag. I know there's a lot of parents on the call, hashtag mumpreneur. So all of these women are going to be looking at, wanting to earn extra money. Those that are parents, some of them might be single, some of them might be, just wanting to earn an extra income from home. How about this hashtag here? I really hope you're writing these down, by the way. Hashtag earn online. Look at this, hashtag earn online, hashtag earn money, hashtag earn income. So no one can come to us and say, Mandy, we don't know how to use social media. Like, what do we search for? I'm giving you literally loads of hashtags here. What about people working from home? Let's do that. Work from home. Look at this. What 14.9 million posts. And then the one underneath, work from home mum, work from home jobs, work from home life. So literally, you've got such a big set of posts that you can follow people, engage with them, right? And you can start, look at this, someone's doing trading. So then you can click on the comments and see, okay, who's following this person? What are they all about? You can tell a lot of someone by just looking at their profile. Jesus and coffee, DNP student, exercise science. Okay, see, look, you can literally find any person and start prospecting them. Literally just full of stuff. The world, I mean, I could spend all day on this. It's just, there's so much that you can do. Okay, so literally these are the scripts that you want, like I've just shown you here. So this actually shows you a couple of scripts to help people. Now, one of the things I want to make very clear is the what not to do. Okay, the what not to do, because some people say, okay, but what can I tell them about the business, or how do I approach people? The number one thing you want to ensure, the number one thing is your presence, but number 2 is relationships. You want to build a relationship with the person first, because I know when people approach me on social media, and I'm going to show you an example of something that I didn't really like, but if they do that, I kind of think, you just want my money. You don't even want to know me. You don't care about me. You just want to see what's in my purse, basically. Let me show you an example. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to expose this person, but it's fine. So look at this. So I text Anna, hi Anna, my name is Mandy, your profile looks great. And immediately she said, hi, thank you. Would you be interested in any CBD products by any chance, or the business? And I'm like, I don't really know you. So how can I buy from you? I don't know who you are. So I just responded with something really nice. Actually, I kind of took this from someone else who replied with this message back to me, and I really liked it. But it's almost like, hey, how you doing? Do you want to buy something? Oh, and how's your year going? So I'm thinking, I don't know you. I don't know anything about you. Give me a chance to breathe, and so that I can understand who you are and what you do. So for me, what I find is that the people that you build proper relationships with, they're going to want to know you. Because if I phoned one of you up, say if I've phoned up Sabrina and I said, hey Sabrina, how's it going? So how many people are you bringing in today? What's happening in the business? How many people can you sign up today? And I don't know her, how is she going to feel about me? So equally, if I'm approaching someone on social media and I'm saying, hey, how you doing? Do you want to do forex? It's only $200. They're going to think, well, who the hell are you? So the key thing is that you want to build relationships and get people. You want to become like a magnet. a magnet for people, because people are going to want to look at you and say, oh, what do you do? What do you do? I get a lot of message requests from people saying, hey Mandy, what do you do? Hey, what's this? What's this all about? I had a guy from Australia sign up, and all he saw on my picture was, all he saw on my profile was a picture of a candlestick. And he said, hey Mandy, what do you do? What's this all about? So literally, if you become a magnet for people, then you will become a magnet for miracles on social media. Trust me, you have to make sure that your social profile is really, really going places. Right. Just very quickly, in the next 1 minute, I want someone, if they're brave enough, I'm going to have a look at your profile right now. So let me know in the chat box, whoever's first. I'm going to look at someone's profile. Who's brave enough? And I can have a look if it's a good profile. Now's your chance. I'm going to do a quick, oh, maybe no one's up for it. But if they are, let me know. If anyone wants to brave it, I can have a look at your profile and do like a quick check. Okay, so Sharami Brown has said that she wants me to have a look at this. What's your ad? What's your ad, Sharon B? Let me just share my screen again. Okay, perfect. So this lady, sorry, I've privatized the chat box, but I'm going to have a look at her profile right now. So someone in the chat box has just said, check my profile out. So let's check it out. Charmy B. Is this you, Charmaine? Is this you? Yeah, it is. It is. I can see you're being followed by Sabrina Chohan, no problem. Okay, so basically, let's follow you as well. Perfect. So let's have a look at your profile. Okay, so this looks like a good profile. You got your face there. You've got a few videos. Oh, I like this. Look, you've got a few videos there, which is amazing. That's really good. You've got your face there as well. You've got some motivational quotes, which is amazing. So well done on that. And then your story, Charmaine, tut. There's no story on your page. So I can't actually click on where it says your profile. There's no story for me to click on. So again, ladies and gents, it's a big deal. Well done on volunteering, by the way. But you want to make sure that your social media your story is showing up quite regularly, which is very, very important. So I know that was a bit of a short session. I tried to do as much as I can. But Dr. Jav, my mouse seems to have disappeared on my screen. So if you want to just unmute yourself and spotlight your video, that'd be great. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Any questions, you know where I am. I'm available in the chat group on WhatsApp. So just contact me and we can have a chat. Happy building your businesses, and I'll see you all soon. Thank you.
Okay, Mandy, that was brilliant. Thank you for that so much. And can you just have some fire emojis, 7s, 1s, chairman 10s in the chat box, please, for Mandeep. Thank you, Mandy. That was amazing. And please, every single person on this call, please, you should be on your social media pages every single day. What Mandeep says makes sense. In my particular case, I'm posting on social media every single day, as is Mandeep. And I think I do around anywhere from 5 to 10 stories a day. Obviously, if I'm at a conference or meeting, I'll get a lot more content, and I've even been known to do about 20 or so updates on my stories daily. And what you should do is link your Instagram to your Facebook, so that way whatever you put on your stories in Instagram will appear on your Facebook stories as well. And you can do the same for content as well. So when you put a post in Instagram, it will automatically appear on your Facebook profile as well. And then you can copy and paste the same content on LinkedIn, and if you're using Twitter, use Twitter too. So again, thank you for that, Mandeep. We had an amazing training today. That's all we wanted to say. I think you have everything now. You have the keys to success. Please go out there, make it happen. We will see you now on Wednesday in 2 days at 8 p.m. where we have our guest presentation. Can every single person on this call invite at least 3 people to that guest presentation, and let's help you to explode your business. My name is Dr. Jav. Again, thank you all for coming on today. Thank you, Mandeep, for your call again. Let's speak soon. See you all at the top, because the bottom is way too crowded. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you soon.